Have you ever felt that impatience gnawing at you, even in the simplest moments of life? It's as if the clock is ticking, and everything around you is rushing, pushing you to hurry up. Whether it's waiting for an email, trying to solve a problem, or simply dealing with life's uncertainties, impatience seems to be a constant companion. But what if I told you that there's a way to break free from this cycle of rush and restlessness? What if you could not only endure life's challenges but embrace them with patience, and in doing so, discover a sense of clarity and inner peace that transforms the way you experience the world? In this video, we'll explore how cultivating patience isn't just about waiting for something. It's about slowing down the speed of your mind and creating the space for clarity, understanding, and deep, lasting peace. In today's society, we're constantly surrounded by the pressure to move faster. We live in a world that values speed, efficiency, and quick results. We're expected to respond to messages instantly, finish tasks at lightning speed, and achieve more every day. And while this pace might seem normal, it's taking a toll on our minds and bodies. Stress is at an all-time high. We wake up feeling rushed, live in a constant state of busyness, and fall asleep still thinking about the tasks we haven't finished. This kind of constant pressure doesn't allow for reflection, for mindfulness, or for the ability to enjoy the present moment. But what if I told you that the key to true peace is not in moving faster, but in moving more mindfully? Patience teaches us to step out of this frantic pace and connect with the moment at hand. It's not about slowing down for the sake of slowing down. It's about being fully present with whatever is happening right now. In Buddhist philosophy, patience is considered one of the most important virtues. It's not just about waiting, but about cultivating a deep sense of acceptance and equanimity in the face of challenges. Patience allows us to be in harmony with the present moment, no matter how uncomfortable or inconvenient it might be. The Buddha taught that suffering arises not from the events themselves, but from our resistance to them. When we resist what's happening, we create suffering. But when we practice patience, we can let go of that resistance and accept things as they are. Patience is not a passive state. It's an active, mindful presence. It requires you to be aware, to observe your thoughts and emotions, and to choose how you respond. It's about accepting the present moment, without rushing to change it, and without wishing things were different. So, how do we bring this practice of patience into our daily lives? Let's start with the small moments, the ones we often overlook. The moments when we feel rushed, whether it's waiting in line at the store, sitting in traffic, or listening to someone talk. In these everyday moments, patience gives us the space to pause and breathe. Instead of rushing to get through the moment, we can simply be present with it. The next time you feel impatience rising, try to pause for just a few seconds. Take a deep breath and observe your thoughts. Are you wishing the moment would pass quickly? Are you judging the situation? By bringing awareness to these thoughts, you can begin to detach from them and let them go. Mindfulness meditation is a powerful tool for cultivating patience. It teaches us to sit with our thoughts and emotions without judgment, allowing them to arise and pass without needing to control them. As you practice, you'll start to notice how impatience and frustration often come from wanting something to be different than it is. One of the most powerful benefits of practicing patience is the emotional balance it brings. When we're patient, we create the space to process our emotions, rather than reacting to them. For example, when you feel frustration rising, instead of immediately reacting with anger or irritation, patience allows you to pause and ask yourself, what is really going on here? What am I feeling, and why? When we practice patience, we also practice compassion, for ourselves and for others. We learn to respond with kindness, not just to others but to ourselves when we face challenges. For instance, if you make a mistake, instead of beating yourself up about it, you can practice patience by accepting that mistakes are part of the learning process. This emotional awareness, coupled with patience, helps to create a calm, centered state of mind that remains undisturbed by external circumstances. Patience is a key ingredient in healthy, strong relationships. When we're impatient with others, we often misinterpret their actions or words, leading to unnecessary conflict. But when we practice patience, we allow ourselves to truly listen, to understand, and to respond with compassion. For example, when a loved one is upset, Instead of rushing to fix their problems, patience allows us to sit with them in their discomfort. It gives us the ability to truly hear what they're saying without jumping to conclusions or trying to solve everything right away. This same principle applies to our relationship with ourselves. By being patient with ourselves, we create the space for self-acceptance and growth. We stop expecting perfection and allow ourselves to evolve at our own pace. Patience is not something we are born with, it's something we develop through consistent practice. It's like any other skill. The more we practice, the better we get at it. So, how do we cultivate a patient mind? Start with mindfulness meditation. Take a few minutes each day to sit quietly and observe your breath. When impatience or restlessness arises, simply notice it without judgment. With time, this practice will help you develop a deeper awareness of your thoughts and feelings, and you'll begin to see impatience for what it is: a fleeting thought that doesn't need to control you. Another way to build patience is through self-reflection. Take time to ask yourself, what are the things in life that trigger your impatience? Why do they trigger you? By reflecting on these triggers, you can begin to reframe your response and choose patience instead of frustration. Ultimately, patience is about finding peace in the present moment. It's about trusting that life will unfold as it should, without forcing or rushing it. When we stop resisting, we find a deep sense of inner peace that no external circumstances can shake. As you practice patience, you'll notice that you no longer react to life's challenges with anxiety or frustration. Instead, you'll meet them with calm and clarity, knowing that everything is part of the process. The peace that comes with patience isn't something you have to chase. It's already within you, waiting to be revealed. And as you continue to practice patience, that peace will grow, becoming a steady presence in your life. Thank you for joining me on this journey of cultivating patience. Remember, it's not about waiting for things to get better or hoping for a life without challenges. It's about embracing each moment with grace and presence. If this video has resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe and share it with someone who could benefit from a little more patience in their life. Until next time, remember, you don't have to hurry through life. Breathe, be patient, and trust that everything will unfold in its own time. Namaste.